Alright, so last night made my first video, my first vlog, just of the awesome stuff I got at the grocery store. So this morning I had the bright idea that I would just kind of film my warm-up, sort of my yoga practice, even though every day honestly looks different, but I just thought it might help people to show what the food I got last night, the energy that it gives me and what I'm able to do. Not that I wasn't able to do some of this stuff before I was a vegan, but I honestly have gotten so much stronger since I've switched to a plant-based, cruelty-free diet. And yeah, so let's get started. So I've already warmed up a little bit. You want to make sure you do some muscle warm-ups, some arm circles, and you want to do maybe hold plank for 30 seconds or so. I like to do that. I like to do stretches like this. I'll show you up close. Just turn your wrists, bend your elbows, and it kind of just warms up the area, gets it ready for motion. But I want to start off with a little core warm-up. I'm not really sure how close I need to be, but we'll start here. So, start in plank. Put your hands underneath your shoulders, shoulder width apart. And the first thing you're going to want to do is step to the left, kind of still in plank. You don't want to sink, and you don't want to raise your butt. When you use your core, keep straight. And then step up to the front, and your tippy toes. And then up to the right, back to the right into plank. And then you just keep going, pretty much until you can't go anymore, or until you feel that your form is starting to suffer. Then you're fatigued. I'm sure this isn't the cutest thing, and I have neighbors that their windows are right across from me, and me and my boyfriend always keep our blinds open. Okay. Woo! Take a little child's pose if you want. And always counter stretch your wrists, or else they can just get so sore. So just flip them over and keep them like this for a while, or you can bring in like this, use your thumb, push towards your wrists, like this. Just kind of massage it. Or another favorite of mine, also gets the hamstrings going. Put your wrists, if you can, try to put your wrists underneath your feet, and then just bend your knee and just kind of use your toes to massage your wrists. And a lot of people think that the point of a forward fold is to get your nose to your knee, but that actually causes rounding in your back, so it actually is more helpful if you just kind of look forward, keep your gaze forward, and then pull your chest to your thigh. And then your face ends up kind of below your knees. Okay, so just gonna warm up my back a little bit. Do some cat-cow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. neutral spine if you want. You can move on to something else, whatever, up to you. I like to every once in a while just stretch my wrists in between things. Okay, and I'm gonna continue with some hamstring stretches. I do this pretty much every morning. I just come into a lunge, make sure this is 90 degrees, and have your hands pretty much however you want. But I just do some dips. Sometimes check in the mirror to make sure I have alignment good. And then I like to do a little hop, switch feet. Some hard to keep balance. And then step back without using your hands. Do the same thing. And this really warms up this front hamstring area. You just want to kind of do that until you feel your muscles start to really warm up. And then you place your knee on the ground. Give your back a little stretch.
And if needed, there is also access to state-of-the-art neonatal intensive care units for critical newborn care. Amina Health maternity services are available in both LaGrange, Hinsdale, Elk Grove.
These are your deltoids, not your hamstrings. Your hamstrings are back here. Earlier I said this is hamstring. It's actually your deltoid muscle, and that is so crucial to splits or pressing. You know, hamstrings and deltoid stretches are so crucial to figuring out how to press, because, well, if you're like me and you have long legs, you really need the flexibility in your legs to be able to get your hips high enough, because pressing requires your hips to go over your shoulders and your shoulders to go way over your wrists. So this is a good hamstring stretch. And what I'm doing here is just kind of giving my hamstring a deeper stretch, but I'm also warming up my back a little bit more. This is also something you'll inhale, exhale. And again, you're not trying to go nose to knee, because that, you know, causes rounding in your back. You're just trying to get chest to thigh, and then eventually, you know, your chin will come down. You know, I kind of have a back injury, so my back's always going to be a little bit rounded. But maybe one day it'll be straight. But oh, this feels so good. So I do stretches like this pretty much every day. Eventually you'll get to the splits. And then you always want to do both sides. You never want to neglect one side just because it's your weak side. So important. So honestly, I don't have a set amount of time that I do these. I just constantly am breathing deep in and out through my nose, and it really just gets deeper into the stretch the more you can just breathe in it. And honestly, a lot of times I just do whatever my body's telling me. So like right now my body is telling me it's really sore and stiff right here because I just slept all night. It's almost 7 a.m. And also my hamstrings are really tight. So I'll just pretty much work that out until it kind of feels good, because splits do not come naturally to me. I do like to practice them every day, but that is kind of how that works. Practice something every day, and bam. 2 years ago, I was like this. Today, I can do this. It's not the prettiest, but it's progress, and that's what we all hope for. So, alrighty. Now, this is one of my favorites. You'll be able to tell when you do it, but by having one straight knee, one bent knee, and you lean towards the bent knee, it stretches this side body so well. And most people neglect that stretch or just don't know that you need to stretch your side body. So then you just slowly walk to the other side, switch your knees. And again, deep inhale and exhale through your nose. I'm going to sit here for a while. My back's feeling really stiff, so, I'm gonna do some stretches that focus on that, warming that up. A lot of times, honestly, just do what feels right to you, it doesn't have to be any kind of pose that has, a name. If something feels good, just do it, So, you always want to check in with your balance, whether it be on your toes, or on one foot. My music is freaking out right now. I don't know what's going on. So keep balance in this pose. You honestly want to grip the ground with your toes. Imagine spreading your toes out and gripping the ground. And this leg is activated. The muscle's activated, pushing against this foot. You're not just letting this one fall into your leg. You're keeping that activated, keeping that strong and grounded, those toes gripping. You can put your hands wherever you'd like, whatever's easiest. On your hips, up in the air. If they're up, you want to keep your shoulders down your back. Or at your chest, with your sternum rising up towards your thumb. A little more hamstring stretches. A little more quad stretches. Maybe a little back stretch. Also, really good shoulder stretch. Or less advanced. Scrub your foot. You'll still get back stretch, shoulder stretch. Whew. Okay. And move on to the next leg. Face this way so you can see me. I'm not very good at this yet. I don't know where to go with the camera. I'm not very good with angles. And I'm talking to myself. My neighbors might hear me. Below, above, next door. Remember, activate. Use your toes, arms, however you'd like. Take the big toe. Give yourself a little hamstring stretch. See if I can do it with this side. Oh, difficult. Whew, anytime I do anything like that, gotta take a counter stretch. thighs, chest together. Slowly breathe. Try with every deep exhale to go a little bit further into the stretch. Real life right now. Pandora commercial.
Or collect pieces for your chance to win $1 million. 100 million prizes. 1 in 4 wins. You could be the one. No purchase necessary. Open to residents of U.S. ends 425. Odds of winning in-restaurant game approximately 1 in 4. Mostly food prizes. $1 million prize awarded is $50,000 per year for 20 years without interest. See official rules at participating McDonald's or PlayMcD.com for more details. One way prohibited. Monopoly is a trademark of Hasbro.
There is nothing quite like the celebration that follows a great day of surfing memories. Carlos Burr here, Titan #1. Be sure to check out my mixtape of great songs I like to hear when celebrating with fellow Titans. Click now to join the party at Titans of Mavericks on Pandora.
We'll just go ahead and stop it right there, and hope you enjoy this, hope it helps. If it does, if you'd like to see more, I've definitely got so many other things that I do to prepare myself for more strenuous yoga, just strengthening exercises. So, you know, if you enjoy this and if you enjoy more tips, like or comment or tell me on Instagram. That's probably why you're here, is if you saw me on Instagram. I'm at Gnnarlyy, Gnnarlyy. So I will either see you there or see you never. Oh, happy Friday! And happy Friday from my little baby. Say happy Friday, Wally.